If you're over 40 and you're waking up at night to pee, struggling to fully empty your bladder, feeling that annoying weak stream, or noticing that your energy just isn't what it used to be, then listen carefully, because clinical research suggests there are 4 everyday habits men do without thinking that slowly inflame the prostate, weaken urinary flow, and accelerate enlargement over time. And the scary part is this: these habits don't destroy your prostate overnight. They kill it slowly, quietly, and most men only realize it when the symptoms become impossible to ignore. So if you want to protect your prostate, improve your urine flow, sleep through the night again, and feel like yourself again, you need to stop doing these 4 things immediately. Because according to medical experts, prostate problems don't come from age alone. They come from lifestyle triggers that stack up year after year, until your prostate becomes swollen, irritated, and enlarged. And by the end of this video, you'll not only know the 4 worst prostate killers, but you'll also understand why they are so damaging, what they do inside the body, and what to do instead so you can start reversing the process naturally. But first, here's something most men never hear, and it may shock you. Clinical research suggests that prostate enlargement isn't just a prostate problem, it's a metabolic problem, it's an inflammation problem, it's a hormone conversion problem, and it's often connected to the same hidden issues that cause belly fat, poor circulation, fatigue, and low vitality. Meaning, if you fix the root triggers, the prostate often responds dramatically. That's why so many men see improvement when they make a few key changes. But if you keep repeating these 4 mistakes, it doesn't matter how many supplements you take or how many home remedies you try, the problem keeps getting worse. So let's get into it, because this could literally change your sleep, your confidence, and your quality of life. Now, before we go into the 4 prostate killers, let's clear up one myth that is destroying men's health. Many men believe that if their prostate is enlarged, that automatically means cancer, but medical experts say that is not true. Most prostate enlargement is benign, meaning non-cancerous. It's called BPH, Benign Prostatic Hyperplasia. But just because it's benign does not mean it's harmless. Because BPH can slowly crush your quality of life. It can keep you trapped in the bathroom. It can steal your sleep. It can weaken your bladder. And in severe cases, it can even cause urinary retention, infections, and kidney strain. And the worst part is, most men silently suffer. They don't tell their wife. They don't tell their friends. They don't even tell their doctor until the problem becomes extreme. And that's exactly why this video is important. Because shame has no place here. This is biology. This is aging physiology. And the sooner you understand what triggers prostate enlargement, the easier it becomes to control it. So let us begin with the first habit that clinical research suggests is slowly destroying the prostate in millions of men. The first prostate killer is something men do every single day, and they think it's harmless because it's normal in society. But according to urologists, it's one of the most powerful inflammation triggers in the male urinary system. And that habit is chronic dehydration, meaning not drinking enough water. Now you might be thinking, how can not drinking water affect my prostate? But medical experts say dehydration is one of the fastest ways to irritate the bladder and urinary tract. And when the bladder becomes irritated, the prostate often follows. Think of your urinary system like plumbing. If the flow is weak, the system becomes stressed. If the urine becomes concentrated, it becomes more acidic and irritating. That irritation triggers inflammation. And when inflammation becomes chronic, it can increase prostate swelling and worsen urinary symptoms. Clinical research suggests that concentrated urine is more likely to cause burning sensations, urgency, nighttime urination, and incomplete emptying. And what do most men do when they start waking up at night to pee? They make it worse by drinking even less water. They stop drinking in the evening, they stop drinking in the afternoon, and they think they are fixing the problem. But in reality, they are increasing urine concentration, increasing inflammation, and worsening prostate irritation. And that creates a vicious cycle where the prostate becomes more swollen, the bladder becomes more sensitive, and the man wakes up even more often. But here's the twist. According to medical experts, hydration is not just about water, it's about electrolyte balance and blood volume. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes thicker, your circulation becomes weaker, and your pelvic organs receive less oxygen and nutrient flow. And clinical research suggests poor circulation is strongly linked to prostate dysfunction, inflammation, and urinary weakness. Because the prostate is not separate from the rest of the body, it depends on blood flow, it depends on nutrient delivery, it depends on proper hormone clearance. So when dehydration becomes chronic, your prostate becomes more vulnerable. Now, some men say, but when I drink water, I pee even more. And yes, in the short term, you may, but according to urologists, over time, proper hydration can actually calm the bladder, reduce irritation, and support better urinary flow. And this is where smart hydration matters. Medical experts say, instead of chugging water at night, the better approach is consistent hydration earlier in the day and cutting down only slightly in the last 2 hours before bed. That way your body is not dehydrated, but you're not flooding the bladder right before sleep. And here is one more thing most men don't realize. Clinical research suggests dehydration increases cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone, and high cortisol can worsen inflammation. It can worsen sleep quality. It can worsen blood sugar control. And all of those factors have been linked to worsening BPH symptoms. So if you want to support your prostate, you must stop the habit of living dehydrated, not just for your prostate, but for your entire vitality. Now, the second prostate killer is far more dangerous because men do it while thinking they are being healthy. And this one is responsible for prostate inflammation in millions of men, especially after age 40. The second habit, killing your prostate slowly, is eating too many ultra-processed foods, especially refined carbs, sugary snacks, and fast food oils. According to medical experts, the prostate is extremely sensitive to inflammation, and the fastest way to create chronic inflammation is not age, it's diet. Clinical research suggests that diets high in processed carbs and industrial oils increase systemic inflammation, increase oxidative stress, and worsen insulin resistance. And insulin resistance is a hidden enemy of the prostate, because when insulin stays high, it pushes fat storage, increases inflammation, and triggers hormonal imbalance. And one of the most dangerous hormonal shifts in men after 40 is the increased conversion of testosterone into DHT, dehydrotestosterone. According to urologists, DHT plays a major role in prostate growth. It's not the only cause, but it is a key driver. And clinical research suggests that inflammation can increase DHT activity in tissues, which can accelerate prostate enlargement. So when a man eats processed foods daily, he's not just gaining belly fat, he's creating a hormonal environment that pushes the prostate into growth mode. And the prostate doesn't grow overnight, it grows slowly, it grows silently, until one day, the man notices his stream is weaker, he can't hold urine as long, he feels urgency, and he's waking up at night multiple times. That's when he panics. But by then, the damage has been building for years. Now here's what makes processed foods so deadly for the prostate. Medical experts say processed foods are often high in sodium, low in fiber, and loaded with inflammatory additives. High sodium can increase fluid retention and blood pressure. Low fiber slows digestion and worsens gut inflammation. And gut inflammation is deeply connected to prostate inflammation, because clinical research suggests the gut microbiome influences immune signaling, hormone regulation, and inflammatory markers. Meaning, if your gut is inflamed, your prostate may be inflamed too. This is why so many men with digestive issues also have urinary issues. The body is connected, and it gets worse. Ultra-processed foods often contain unhealthy fats like trans fats and excessive omega-6 oils. According to clinical research, these fats increase inflammatory pathways in the body, and chronic inflammation is one of the strongest predictors of worsening prostate symptoms. So if you're eating fast food, packaged snacks, fried foods, sugary cereals, or drinking soda daily, you're basically feeding the inflammation that makes your prostate swell. Now let's talk about the third prostate killer. And this one is the most common, the most ignored, and the most damaging because men think it's normal male behavior. The third habit, killing your prostate slowly, is sitting too much, especially long sitting without movement. According to urologists, prolonged sitting increases pelvic congestion, reduces circulation to the prostate, and increases pressure on the bladder and pelvic floor. And over time, that can worsen urinary symptoms. Clinical research suggests that men who live sedentary lifestyles have a higher risk of BPH symptoms and lower urinary tract issues. And the reason is simple. The prostate is located deep in the pelvis. When you sit for hours, you compress that area. Blood flow decreases, lymphatic drainage slows, and inflammation builds. It's like squeezing a sponge and never letting it breathe. And here's something that may surprise you. Medical experts say the pelvic floor muscles play a major role in urinary control. When these muscles are weak or overly tense, they can worsen urgency, incomplete emptying, and weak stream. and sitting all day weakens these muscles. It also tightens hip flexors. It also reduces glute strength. And this creates a dysfunctional pelvic environment where the bladder and prostate are under constant stress. But that's not even the worst part. Clinical research suggests prolonged sitting worsens insulin resistance. It worsens circulation. It worsens testosterone levels. And lower testosterone combined with higher inflammation creates the perfect storm for prostate growth. Many men think testosterone causes prostate enlargement, but medical experts say the relationship is more complex. The real problem is not healthy testosterone. The real problem is hormonal imbalance combined with chronic inflammation. And sitting all day contributes heavily to that imbalance. Now think about modern life. Men sit in the car. Men sit at work. Men sit on the couch. Men sit on the toilet scrolling their phone. That means the prostate is under pressure almost all day. And the body was not designed for that. The body was designed to move, to circulate blood, to activate muscles, to pump lymphatic flow. And when movement disappears, the prostate suffers. And this is why one of the simplest prostate improvements many men can do is walking daily. According to clinical research, moderate walking improves circulation, improves blood sugar control, reduces inflammation, and supports healthy hormone balance. It also reduces stress. And stress is a massive trigger for urinary symptoms, because stress activates the nervous system, tightens the pelvic floor, and increases bladder sensitivity. So when a man is stressed and sedentary, his symptoms get worse. Now, let's go into the fourth prostate killer. And this one is the most controversial, because men love it, society celebrates it, and it feels like a reward. But according to medical experts, it can quietly destroy prostate health when done in the wrong way. The fourth habit, killing your prostate slowly, is excessive alcohol and frequent evening drinking. Now, to be clear, medical experts say moderate alcohol is not automatically a prostate death sentence, but frequent drinking, especially at night, is a major trigger for urinary symptoms. Alcohol is a diuretic. It makes you pee more, irritates the bladder lining. It increases inflammation, and it disrupts sleep quality. And sleep quality is critical for hormone regulation and inflammation control. Clinical research suggests that men with poor sleep have worse testosterone regulation, worse cortisol balance, and higher inflammatory markers, and all of those can worsen prostate symptoms. But alcohol has another hidden effect. It dehydrates you. So now you're producing more urine, but you're also dehydrating the body. That means your urine becomes more concentrated. That means the bladder becomes irritated. That means urgency increases. That means nighttime urination becomes worse. And then men panic and stop drinking water, which makes the cycle even worse. And there's one more factor. According to clinical research, alcohol increases estrogen activity. Men don't like to hear that word, but it's true. Alcohol can increase aromatase activity, which is the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. And medical experts say higher estrogen dominance in men has been associated with increased prostate growth. Again, the prostate is extremely hormone sensitive. So when a man drinks heavily, he is pushing the hormonal environment toward inflammation and imbalance. This is why so many men notice that after drinking, their urinary symptoms become worse. They wake up multiple times. Their stream is weaker. Their bladder feels irritated. They feel pressured. And sometimes they even feel pelvic discomfort. And many men ignore it, thinking it's just age. But it's not just age. It's the alcohol triggering inflammation. Now at this point, you may be thinking, okay, so these are the 4 habits, but what do I do now? And this is where the real solution begins, because stopping these habits is step 1, but reversing prostate stress requires giving your body the nutrients, habits, and hormonal environment that supports healing. Clinical research suggests that prostate health is strongly influenced by inflammation, oxidative stress, hormone balance, and blood circulation. So your goal is to reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, and support natural hormone regulation. And that starts with nutrition. Now medical experts say one of the biggest prostate nutrition mistakes men make is thinking they need some magic supplement. They think there's one pill that will shrink the prostate instantly. But the truth is, the prostate responds best to consistent daily signals. And those signals come from diet and lifestyle. For example, clinical research suggests that foods rich in antioxidants may help protect prostate tissue from oxidative stress. That includes tomatoes, especially cooked tomatoes, which contain lycopene. According to medical experts, lycopene is one of the most studied nutrients for prostate health. It may support healthy prostate cell function and reduce oxidative damage. And that's why men who eat tomato-based foods regularly often show better prostate markers in some studies. Another major nutrient is zinc. According to urologists, the prostate contains one of the highest concentrations of zinc in the male body. Zinc plays a role in hormone metabolism, immune defense, and prostate function. And when zinc is low, prostate health can suffer. Foods like pumpkin seeds, oysters, lean meats, and legumes can support zinc intake. But the key is balance, because too much zinc supplementation can cause issues too. That's why medical experts say food first is usually the safest approach. Clinical research also suggests omega-3 fats support inflammation reduction. That means fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel may support prostate health. Meanwhile, excessive omega-6 oils from processed foods increase inflammation. So the goal is to shift the fat balance. Now, fiber is another critical prostate protector. Medical experts say fiber supports gut health, and gut health supports hormone balance. Fiber helps the body eliminate excess hormones through the digestive tract. It supports blood sugar control, and it reduces inflammation. So when a man eats more vegetables, legumes, whole grains, and seeds, his prostate often benefits indirectly. But there's one dietary factor that is absolutely massive for men over 40, and that is blood sugar stability. Clinical research suggests that insulin resistance is strongly connected to prostate enlargement and urinary symptoms, because high insulin promotes inflammation, promotes fat storage, and disrupts hormone signaling. So if you're eating sugar daily, drinking sweet tea, eating pastries, or snacking on chips, you are not just harming your waistline, you are harming your prostate. This is why medical experts often recommend reducing sugar and refined carbs for prostate support. Not because carbs are evil, but because modern carbs are processed, fast digesting, and inflammation triggering. Now let's talk about lifestyle changes, because according to urologists, the prostate is not only affected by food, it's affected by stress, sleep, and movement. Stress is one of the most underrated prostate triggers. Clinical research suggests stress activates the sympathetic nervous system, which can tighten pelvic muscles and worsen urinary urgency. It also increases cortisol, and high cortisol increases inflammation. So when men are constantly stressed, their symptoms often worsen. This is why deep breathing, walking, and improving sleep hygiene can improve urinary symptoms. Many men are shocked when they see improvement just from lowering stress. Now, sleep itself is a powerful prostate medicine. Medical experts say sleep is when the body repairs tissue, regulates hormones, and reduces inflammation. If you sleep poorly, your body cannot regulate testosterone properly, your cortisol stays high, and your inflammation increases. So if you want a healthier prostate, you must protect your sleep. That means reducing alcohol at night, reducing screen exposure before bed, and stopping heavy meals late at night. It also means keeping your bedroom cool and dark. These simple changes can improve deep sleep and hormone recovery. Now, movement is another powerful tool. Clinical research suggests that men who walk daily have better urinary symptoms and better metabolic markers. Walking improves circulation. It reduces inflammation. It supports testosterone. It improves insulin sensitivity. And it reduces stress. And the best part is, it's simple. You don't need to lift heavy weights or run marathons. Even 30 minutes of brisk walking daily can send a strong signal to the prostate that the body is healthier. But there is one more thing that is extremely important. According to medical experts, many men ignore early warning signs of prostate enlargement because they are embarrassed. They don't want to talk about urination. They don't want to admit they wake up at night. They don't want to admit their stream is weak. But the truth is, these symptoms are common, and the sooner you address them, the easier it is to manage them naturally. Because prostate enlargement doesn't suddenly appear at age 60, it starts at 40, sometimes even earlier. It starts with inflammation, it starts with hormone conversion changes, it starts with metabolic slowdown, it starts with lifestyle stress, and it builds silently. And that is why this video matters. Now, before we wrap up, let's summarize the 4 habits you must stop immediately if you want to protect your prostate and regain your urinary freedom. The first is chronic dehydration. Stop living dehydrated and start hydrating consistently. The second is ultra-processed foods and sugar overload. Stop feeding inflammation daily. The third is sitting too much and not moving. Stop compressing your pelvic organs for hours. The fourth is frequent alcohol, especially at night. Stop irritating your bladder and disrupting hormones. And if you want to go even deeper, focus on anti-inflammatory nutrition, blood sugar control, fiber intake, and consistent movement. Now, here comes the most important part of this entire video. And if you only remember one thing, remember this. Clinical research suggests your prostate is not doomed. Your prostate is not broken. And your prostate is not just a victim of age. It is responding to the environment you give it every day. That means if you give your body inflammation, stress, dehydration, and sugar, your prostate will grow and suffer. But if you give your body hydration, movement, nutrients, and calm recovery, your prostate can improve. And that should give you hope. Because the truth is, most men are not lazy. They are not weak. They are not careless. They are simply uninformed. Nobody taught them how the prostate works. Nobody told them that their nightly habits could slowly destroy their urinary system. Nobody told them that inflammation is the real enemy. Nobody told them that their diet is affecting their hormones. So they keep living normally until one day the symptoms become unbearable, and then they feel trapped. They feel old. They feel broken. They feel embarrassed. They start thinking, this is my life now. But medical experts say it doesn't have to be, because when a man finally learns what's harming him, he becomes powerful again. He stops blaming age. He stops feeling shame. He stops feeling hopeless, and he starts taking control. And that is why you need to take this seriously, starting today, not next week, not after the symptoms get worse, not after you've lost years of sleep, starting now. So if you're watching this and you're over 40, or you have a father, husband, brother, or friend who struggles with urinary symptoms, do them a favor and share this information, because the biggest danger is not prostate enlargement itself. The biggest danger is ignoring it until it becomes a crisis. And if you stay with this channel, you're going to learn the truth that most men never hear. You're going to learn what clinical research actually suggests about shrinking the prostate naturally, improving urinary flow, sleeping through the night, and rebuilding male vitality. Because this is not about fear, this is about freedom. And if you want a simple challenge starting today, here it is. Drink water earlier in the day, walk 20 to 30 minutes daily, cut processed food for 7 days, reduce alcohol for 7 days, and watch what happens to your sleep and urination. Many men see improvements faster than they ever expected, because the body is always trying to heal. And when you finally stop doing what's killing you slowly, your prostate finally gets a chance to recover. So if you found this valuable, subscribe, because the next video is going to reveal the most overlooked nutrient combination that medical experts say may support prostate size reduction naturally, and most men are missing it completely.